Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Shrine of Anubis. If you're new here, welcome, and if you have been here before, welcome back, and nice to see you again. So, today's topic for this video is a very interesting question that I didn't expect to address at all in this channel, but I figured why not? And it is Anubis controlling with human friendships and relationships? I came up with that question because it has been my personal experience, personal, UPG, unverified personal gnosis, that for the past 10 years, I have noticed that Anubis is controlling, but not in the way that you expect him to be when you hear the word controlling. So when you hear the word controlling, you think of a psycho boyfriend from high school who didn't want you to hang out with your neighbor friend. I'm not talking about that type of controlling subject or aspect. What I'm talking about here with controlling is controlling in the sense of observing your relationships and your friendships and connections to other human beings, with other human beings that you currently have in your life as a human being on planet Earth. So, yes, it's been my experience that Anubis can be controlling with my human connections, so to speak, but not in the sense of a psycho boyfriend type of way or whatever. It's usually more in the sense of an overprotective figure. So in your case, you might perceive Anubis to be like a father figure, a brotherly figure. Anubis can come across in different ways, energetically speaking. So if you don't perceive him a certain way, you can't really go wrong, and you're not wrong anyways. That's just how we interpret energy, and all aspects are valid. Now, from my experience with Anubis and my earth connections with other human beings, he can be controlling mostly because the people that I hang out with are usually after me to get something from me. He knows my weak points, where I can be manipulated, and that's why he intervenes sometimes with some connections that I have with other people. So he doesn't really do it to be controlling because he's a psycho, ex-boyfriend or whatever, but he simply does it because he cares about me and about my mental health and not really fucking myself up due to another person or group of people that I might invest my all in only to be stabbed in the back. For the past 7 years, I have had many of those situations happen to me with other people that I used to consider close friends of mine. What's funny about this is that he's not the type to tell you, oh, you can't do this or hang out with this person or whatever. He actually gives me warnings of these people in the sense of clairvoyant visions, or I'm not sure what's an appropriate term for this, psychic impressions or lucid dreams where information comes through and revelations, and he gives me information through lucid dreams, astral projection, and things like that. So Anubis starts usually to warn me about a person in the form of dreams or in the form of astral encounters, astral projecting. He usually starts warning me about a person through symbols, and eventually he starts to show up and speak more directly with me. So that's why I say that whenever I see him in the dream and whenever he opens his mouth, I shut the fuck up and I listen. Because when he opens his mouth, whatever he has to tell you, you really have to pay close attention to him. My mistake, however, is that, okay, so there was this dumb bitch in 2013. There was this psycho from Wisconsin. There was also, who else? The psychopath from New York who wanted to be with me, and I did not know that. So, okay, we have 3. I am starting to think 6. Yes. So, with these past 6 people that I had issues with, oh, we can't forget the psychopath from, was it from Michigan? I call them psychos because these were friends that I used to hang out with. Online, of course. Thank fuck. But one of them was a psycho from Wisconsin who I helped her ex to get away from her. There's also this other psychopath who was from New York who I did not know was in love with me. And she just kept sending me gifts and fighting with me for not answering her messages, but flooding me with gifts later on. So there's been quite a couple people here that I've dealt with that. Especially that person from New York who could have traveled all the way here and kill me. I have had some situations happen. So for the past 6 people, Anubis has warned me about them. And mind you, all 6 people, except one, all 5 people were friends who became obsessive. Whether because I prevented them from doing something or achieving something, or because 2 of them, or maybe 3, fell in love with me and became obsessive and did not want to leave me alone. Except for this one person who was a narcissist. I mean, I've had a very interesting past 7 years, if I'm honest. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because I did not see the severity of the situation. I did not see the seriousness of the situation. I probably am not speaking English properly right now, and I don't care. And Anubis warned me through dreams. He was controlling in the sense of, hey, this is happening with this person, and if you don't do this, then this is going to happen. So I refused to listen to him, and bam, something happened. This other person, bam, again, something happened. And I refused to listen to him because I was in that headspace of, oh, they can change. They won't do anything, or they're not capable of that. And how dare I question a God, a being who can see beyond what I can see, even as a clairvoyant. So for the past 6 times with all these people, I just kept hitting myself and crashing against the brick wall. Of course, the 6th time was the last time, which was the narcissist. So I guess you can say that I defeated the boss. Although it took me 9 months to do so because I had hoped that he would change, which, like I mentioned on the previous video, narcissists never change. So Anubis warned me that if I didn't back off, something would happen, and I refused to listen to him, and it would happen. So I wouldn't say he is controlling in a negative sense, but he is controlling in a territorial way. So a lot of people tend to think that being territorial is bad or creepy or weird, but in my experience, it's not that way. Because I can also be territorial, for example, my phone, and it's because I have porn. Okay, that's probably not the best example, but I I don't even know. Just never mind. Never mind. Forget about that. Going back to the point of this video. Anubis will be controlling with you, but not in a negative sense. He will be controlling in a territorial sense because he wants the best for you. So if he sees that you are having a relationship or a friendship or a connection with someone or a group that you may or may not be aware that they're not good for you, or you are aware but refuse to leave them, or this person, if it's an individual, he will open your eyes. He will attempt to let you know, to bring it up to your awareness, to see if you take action, if you do something about it, if you cut off the communication with this person or these people, if you back off and leave the situation, if it's a toxic environment or situation or group of people that you're involved in, he will observe you after warning you. So again, everybody that comes from a place of unconditional love, whether from the light or the dark, they will give you a choice. They will leave it up to you to make the final decision. They don't really interfere with your thoughts and your choices and your life. But do not trust beings that try to force their beliefs and choices and decisions onto you. With Anubis, he again will warn you, he will open your eyes, he will let you know what's going on, but in the end, you have to make that decision yourself. Yeah, sure, he might give you advice on how to proceed about it, but in the end, he's not going to give you an exact answer. He's going to mirror what you have in your mind already, which may seem that he is giving you an answer, but you are only answering yourself. And I say this because it has happened to me where I have addressed certain things with him and I've wanted advice from him as to what to do and how to proceed, but then he tricks me with either a question or a play of words where I answer my own question that I asked him in the first place. So he leads me back to myself, if that makes sense, and he will do that with you as well. So when it comes to Anubis being controlling, he is actually being territorial and letting you know about the type of people that you are interacting with, socializing with, having sex with, whether you're in a relationship or it's a friendship and this person is not convenient to you and for you, he will let you know. But again, in the end, it's your choice. However, remember that not making a choice is still making one, and do not be surprised if things fall apart with this person or group of people eventually. And I say this due to personal experience as well. Again, 6 people. And it took me a while to learn my lesson to back the fuck off. And I always had hopes that they could change their ways or that I could make things better if I felt that I was fucking up, but I wasn't, and they were manipulating me to make me think that I was the bad guy. It took me a while to realize the gaslighting, the projections, and the lies, of course, and the manipulation of these friendships and one that I was hoping could become a relationship, but I was actually just used. So when it comes to Anubis being controlling, I don't want you to get the wrong impression of Anubis as being a weirdo or, oh my God, he's gonna interfere between my boyfriend or girlfriend and separate me from them, or my friendships that I love so dearly, like the boys that I love to hang out with, he's gonna rip them apart and push them out of my life. No, That's actually not how Anubis is. And if you have a being that's that controlling, I would suggest you banish them because they don't have your highest interest in mind. They don't have good intentions towards you or have your well being in mind, so to speak. So watch out. So, I guess to summarize this video in a nutshell, is Anubis controlling over human friendships and relationships? Yes, but not in the manipulative kind. He is controlling in the sense of being territorial because he wants the best for you. And if he notices that you are surrounded by toxic people or friends or are in a toxic relationship, he will attempt to open your eyes about a situation and a person. But in the end, it's up to you what you want to do with this person or them. Not making a choice is making one, so do not be surprised if things go to shit very quickly after he warned you, but you didn't listen. Like me. So take that advice from me. And I guess there you have it. Yes, I guess that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I want to know your feedback, as always. Even though I take like a million years to respond to your comments, I really enjoy to read what you guys have to say, even if I don't reply right away. So let me know down below what you think. Has Anubis come across to you that way? Has he warned you about someone? Did you listen or not? What happened right after? If anything happened at all? Did Anubis get you out of a toxic situation with a friend or a partner that you had? Or did he prevent you from messing things up and getting yourself into something that was not convenient to you? Let me know. I am always open to your feedback and your stories and your comments. Like I mentioned, I love to read you guys and see what you guys are talking about and what you guys want to share. So, before I let you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell button, and click on see all so that you can get all the notifications of any future uploads that I'll be making on this channel. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye!